The Economic Freedom Fighters, EFF, party in South Africa, headed by Julius Malema, has been the subject of recent accusations pertaining to what is allegedly a protection racket. Please kindly hit on the subscribe button as we go into the details. This phrase describes a plan in which people or institutions demand money in return for being shielded from danger or disturbance. Specifically, the debate centers on claims that the EFF participated in such activities with a number of firms, including as H&M Shops and VBS Tresseme. According to the accusations, the EFF allegedly demanded money from these companies in exchange for protection or averting demonstrations. Allegedly, episodes of manufactured demonstrations occurred when these firms failed to comply with their requests. The alleged goal of these demonstrations was to put pressure on the companies to comply with the EFF's financial demands. Charges against the EFF have been linked to the VBS affair, which first attracted attention for financial irregularities. There are allegations that the EFF got perks or payments from VBS Mutual Bank, which raises questions about the party's morality and financial practices. Leading EFF member Julius Malema has refuted these claims, calling them attacks with political motivations. But the charges have drawn intense public attention and discussion, raising questions about accountability and transparency in South Africa's democratic system. The phrase protection racket conjures strong associations with organized crime, as factions use coercive methods to extract cash from enterprises in return for safety or tranquility. The accusations made against the EFF in this situation highlight important moral and legal ramifications that might undermine public confidence in democratic institutions. As the story develops, there is an increasing need for transparent financial records and in-depth inquiries of the EFF's dealings with different companies. The results of these investigations may have a significant influence on the credibility and future electoral prospects of the EFF and its leadership. In conclusion, the accusations made against the EFF about a protection racket involving companies such as VBS Tresseme and H&M Shops have sparked debate and brought up important issues pertaining to responsibility and moral behavior in South African politics. The public and stakeholders alike are keeping a close eye on the events as they develop in hopes of receiving further clarification and a resolution. Once again, the extent of corruption in government procurement in South Africa is concerning, with billions of rand being embezzled from public coffers at a rate never seen before. Andy Mothibi, the director of the Special Investigating Unit, SIU, recently emphasized the gravity of the problem by pointing out that the pace at which money is stolen much exceeds the rate at which recovery attempts are made. During a recent seminar on anti-corruption, Mothibi gave a dire assessment of the present status of government procurement procedures. In addition to being pervasive, he pointed out that corruption has become very entrenched, with sophisticated networks functioning within the system to support and hide its operations. Government procurement corruption has become so widespread that billions of rand are being pilfered. According to Mothibi, the scope and pace of this crime often surpass our ability to retrieve these monies. He emphasized that the public's faith in government institutions is being eroded by the widespread corruption, which poses a serious danger to the nation's economic stability. With so many instances, the Special Investigations Unit SIU, which is in charge of looking into and stopping corruption, is overburdened. According to Mothibi, the unit has received a ton of allegations about fraudulent activity, ranging from blatant theft to inflated contracts and bribes. The SIU finds it difficult to stay up to date with the ever-changing strategies that dishonest officials and their allies adopt. Mothibi has called attention to the sophisticated nature of these corruption networks as one of the main obstacles. These are not singular occurrences. We are dealing with highly structured syndicates that have penetrated several governmental tiers. He clarified, they have the tools and strategies to avoid being discovered and prosecuted. It becomes more and more difficult for police to track down and retrieve stolen money at this level of organization. Mothibi demanded that this widespread problem be addressed in a multifaceted manner. He underlined the need of more robust legal frameworks, improved capacity for investigations, and more public awareness. This is not a struggle we can win on our own. All facets of society, the public, commercial, and civil society must work together on this, the speaker said. Mothibi emphasized the need of encouraging moral conduct and openness in governmental organizations.